into several characters without struggling to change clothing. You understand that? So do not have several. I saw this, the mime is still growing. I saw this at the basic levels of the festival last year, this year also. Generally, we are saying use minimal costume. Nimesema shule yenye haina pesa, you will survive with the stand-up comedy and mime. This year, I took a stand-up comedy to nationals. The highest I spent on all costume was a total of 3,000 shillings. Mana akiulizwa hapa anasema, give Mr. Shtubi night out. See, I have worked. And I spend on costume 3,000 and, by the way, how much do you think you can spend on this? Wewe tu ukienda tu Kibuye on a good day, those of us who are in Kisumu here, hii utaweka pesa ngapi? Kusema tu kweli, hii beret utapata ama utapata? But unaandika tu good budget, how you will go to Kibuye and bargain, hiyo ni bidii yako na ni creativity yako. Si hata principal anajua. Principal anajua. For as long as it is not 30,000. So begin on transitions. I've already talked about this. Change in pace, freeze frames, gestures. Spatial transition. A child on the force, a child struggling, and a child walking. Begin on mood shifts. Now, I think I've already talked about soundtracks. I want to say something here because, please, there is a difference between soundtracks and sound effect. Okola was not able to. Can you get one? Kama, okay, you've seen mtu akitembea unaona. That is a sound effect. Pana tumia kwa comedy, pana tumia kwa mime. You get me? Don't go and since there are 2 or 3, one is anapiga anagonga mlango. Tong 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 tong, unajibia max. Don't use sound effect. A dog is staring. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. Sound effects don't use. You can use plain sound tracks. Because when you use sound effects, you are verbalizing. And this is supposed to be a mime. Oh, yes. Yes. Quickly, Bob. Mouthing. And pia wakumbushe sio sign language.
Yes. Mime is not mouthing words. For instance, nataka kuambia there's a lady hapo nyuma nataka kumwambia so don't say what you want to do by mouth. You do it. You just say mime is not mouthing words. The last one. Mime is not sign language. How do you say thank you in sign language? Unafanyaje? Okay, hii ni nini kwa sign language hii? Clapping. Kwa mime inakaa kama mvua, ama moto. So mime is not sign language and mime is not mouthing words. Do what you want to mouth.
Let us appreciate. Okola, you got the walking, Ulipata. Okola. Did you get? Okola, you didn't get it. He was looking for the famous walk. Utaitafuta ukipata next slide. Just move. Time is running. Our 15 minutes karibu zinaisha. Hapo tulipita Okola. Quickly. Now, mime in digital space. I'm finishing now. Mime in digital space. We are looking at how to use our mimes and collaborate with the digital space. You saw the recorded ones I shared. The one from overseas. They are already where we are saying we need to go. Can we exploit the mime on stage and have it in on the digital platform? We are looking at using the digital tools to amplify the mood. Next slide, Okola, quickly. I want to do 2 minutes and be done. If you are going to record, particularly for monetization, and I want to encourage, go for high quality recording. Take time and interact with the digital guys who are here. They will guide you on how to emphasize gestures, how to take those shots, including the close ones, to magnify, because we want to magnify our interaction using the face and gestures. We are looking at global streaming, what we are doing now. I'm talking to thousands or millions of people today. Bile niko hapa, courtesy of my brother. Live streaming is going on right now. You can have your mime and live stream. We are looking at educational platforms. Already KCD is providing that for us. We can also exploit those spaces and share our mimes. We are looking at social media storytelling. We are looking at TikTok. We are looking at Instagram. We are basically saying the mime must be relevant now and for future generations. My last line, let's preserve the mime's silence while amplifying its reach. Let's preserve the mime's silence while amplifying its reach. The very last, maybe one clip, a Kenyan stage, yeah? You can reflect on it as I finish Okola. Thank God I have not been reminded about time. I have not been reminded about time. 1 hour, okay, later hiyo ni dakika 5 tu. So I want us just to appreciate this mind, and I want to appreciate the team from this region. Once they appear, I want to mention them. Naweza kusema na ulete ingine alafu. This is Sameta High School. Let us appreciate Sameta from here. And the man behind it was a man called Simon Okola. Let us appreciate Simon Okola, the man controlling the mitambo. Allow sijui Simon iende kidogo tu alafu ilikuwa na sound. Oh. What item yako ndio nataka? Yes, as I finish, I want to appreciate Peter Onyanja, who made a contribution to this. You know him, a versatile dramatist. I want to appreciate Professor, our chairman. We shared thoughts about the mime. I want to appreciate Bob in a special way, and your team. Can we appreciate those great artists who have made this presentation? I want to believe more people will be doing mime this year. How many have been converted by a show of hands? Weka huko 3,000 na upate 100,000 ya nationals out of pocket. Nimewaibia siri. Nolangwa mwalimu, nolangwa nolangwa Toreina, nolangwa. Simubarikiwe mpaka mshangae.
Asante, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Shikuku Shitubi. Allow me, Madam Kara, tafadhali, tuharakishe tafadhali. You came and do it for Daktari. Tafadhali. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the facilitator who has just left the floor is the tallest guy in the building. Is that right? Now, I will appreciate him in a Kenyan way, a language I learned somewhere. No corrections, please. Consultation for meaning later. When I sing, you respond, kumbata. When I sing, you respond, kumbata. When I say, you know makofi, it's a Bantu language. Makofi, you clap your hands, right? Barengatore, barengatore, barengatore. Barengatore, barengatore, barengatore.
Kumbata.
I get hall.
Kumbata.
Fred Shitubi.
Kumbata.
Madam Zlumutimaka.
Kumbata.
Abande Bonsi.
Kumbata.
Simumeshika. Aya, rise up. Please rise, please rise.
Tusimame, tusimame, tafadhali, tusimame, tusimame.
Barengatore, barengatore, barengatore. Barengatore, barengatore, barengatore. Hall, yeah. We want to thank Fred Shitubi for the facilitation. Kengango, shake, kuetenge, totenge, wangina idiriata, wangina idiriata. Thank you very much, Bwana Shitubi.
Thank you so much. Asante sana, Madam President. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo, very fast, ningependa sasa kualika wenzetu wa halmashauri ya mawasiliano nchini Kenya, ama wala napenda lugha ya Kiingereza wanasema the Communications Authority of Kenya, ambao pia ni washiriki wetu wakubwa katika tamasha hizi. Kwa hivyo CAK, tafadhali karibuni sana. Jukwaa ni lenu kwa sasa. Asanteni sana wana CAK, karibu sana.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Mary Kuma from the Communications Authority of Kenya. We have been sponsoring the drama festivals for the last 5 years. And it's always a privilege to be part of the drama festivals. After listening to Mr. Shitumbi, you can imagine how vibrant he is. I hope I'll be able to keep up with that. I would like to take you through so that you're able to know the authority and why we partner with the drama festivals. Most people ask, when we say we are at the drama festival, they ask, we assume you are the regulator. What do you have to do with the children? What do you have to do with the music, with the drama festivals? And I'll take you through and why we sponsor or partner the drama festivals is because of the Child Online Protection. We are aware that the Child Online Protection is a holistic approach. We realize that as the authority, we are not able to reach to the children, or we are not able to protect our children single-handedly. And therefore, we have to partner with a number of partners or number of organizations, drama festivals, or the Ministry of Education, or the Secretariat of the Drama Festivals being one of them. And for that, we realize, or we are governed by the International Telecommunication Union, the ITU, which is our umbrella body. And it tells us this, I will read as it is. The internet has transformed how we live. It is entirely integrated into the lives of children and young people, making it impossible to separate the digital and the physical worlds. True or false? And we realize that in 2019, over half of the world's population, one in every 3 users is a child below 0 to 18, and 71% of young people are online. The other day we attended the Lamu Cultural Festival, and we were there sensitizing them on the Child Online Protection. And they all told us it is currently, could I say, a hazard? Or is it is devastating. The way children are always online and the things that are taking place while they are online. And it is for that reason we feel it is critical for us to partner with the Ministry of Education or with the Secretariat so that we are able to ensure that our children are safe while they are online. So this is the scope of the Child Online Protection. As I've said, it is a complex challenge. Whenever we go for our outreach activities, we have realized that it is surely a challenge to all of us, to the teachers, to the parents, to the guardians, and even to the children themselves, and to the nation at large. And for that, who is the Communications Authority of Kenya? I will take you through very fast. We've been given limited time. And I just want to explain why we are here. We can see that protection of consumers is in red. That is the main reason that brings us to partner with the drama festivals. Among other things, it is our mandate. We license the telecommunication, the broadcasters. I'll not go through each slide because of time. We license the broadcasters, the telecommunication, the postal and the courier services. We do regulations of the broadcasting. We have the Universal Service Fund, whereby we say Safaricom, Airtel, Telcom are in business. Wao wanatafuta penye watapata biashara. Lakini sisi as the regulator, we want to ensure every Kenyan has access to communication services. And because of that, we have the Universal Service Fund, where we ensure that everybody has access to communication. We do type approval of the gadgets. These gadgets that we use, the laptops, any ICT gadget, we ensure before it gets into the market, we have type approved it and ensured it is safe for the consumers to use it. However, utaniuliza, there are so many fake or illicit gadgets that are out there. And for that reason, we do compliance. You will realize that I'm going through around all the slides, but at random. We do compliance. We are saying enforcement and regulations of the license conditions, whereby we ensure that those who are selling the ICT gadgets, they are licensed. And therefore, I throw a question to you. Kindly, buy your gadgets from a licensed vendor. Tafadhali. Usinunua kwa ile gari imefunguliwa pale boot pale sokoni. Alafu ikikataa kufanya kazi, unasema hizi ni vitu fake, na CA walisema ati wanafanya type approval. Please buy from a licensed vendor. These are some of the areas that we focus. Policy and legislation measures, awareness creation, and that is why we partner with the drama festivals so that we create awareness. We have capacity building. We have an online program that we do with Afralti. And I would like to encourage each one of us. I don't know how many teachers have done the online training, the capacity building. Are there any who have done it? You have done it. I can see a hand there. Kindly campaign for us. It is a critical training. It is very informative. We give certificates, and even some teachers have told us they've received promotions from that certificate. We do regulatory measures as I've just said. We've come up with industry guidelines where we are asking the broadcasters and the service providers to have in mind the children as they are developing their items. We are currently doing a national survey, and we do collaboration and partnerships, and for that reason, that is why we are in the drama festivals. What is our focus? In the 2025, as we partner, we agree with the theme, which says bold storytellers, digital stages, driving Kenya's development through theater and film. For that reason, we have come to pass our message, to do publicity and information dissemination through theater and film. That's why we've partnered with the drama festivals. Our key areas. Some of you have been doing our themes. We are very grateful to that. And we want to invite you even this year to do them once again. We sincerely appreciate, because by you doing our themes, we are able to disseminate information, to educate, and even to let the consumers know what to do and what not to do. So we have the child online protection and safety. We have AI for good. We have misinformation and disinformation. We have gaming for social impact. Mr. Shitumbi has just thrown something interesting, that join the memes and you go home after the nationals with 100K. What am I saying also? Do social gaming, and I'm sure you'll be able to monetize it. Then you have safety and digital platforms. So we have we've divided our themes into different categories according to the ages, because we realize that the lower primary can only do so much. So we have done the different categories which you are going to see when we share our themes in your rule book. So we have ages 9 to 13, which basically we are saying that they are saying child online protection. We have secondary 14 to 18, which we have joined in the junior secondary stage. And then we have the universities and colleges. And for that, we are asking you kindly, when you have issues online, please report. Please, we have call centers here. I'm going to share the presentation, so you're going to see the call centers that you can call. When in Meta, there's a helpline. When in Google, there's a safety center. When in Twitter, today we are calling it X, they have a helpline. When in TikTok, where our children are now fully in TikTok, ukiwapata wakicheza na wakirecord, they are fully there. But what are we saying? They may get issues while they are there. Do they keep quiet? No. Can you seek help from the TikTok Help Center? We have the Instagram, where our children have joined. We have WhatsApp. We have the Netflix. We have Showmax. And we have the multi-choice. They all have help desks. We shall share this. In case you have an issue at children, there is cyberbullying, there is trolling, there is impersonification, there is even pornography. So many risks and vulnerabilities that are online, which our children face. And that is why we've partnered with the drama festivals, so that the children are aware, including the parents and the guardians, that as they Google, as they go through the internet, as they surf, there are many challenges that they'll go through. But kindly, we ask, do not keep quiet. Do not keep quiet. Kindly report. We've had stories of children who have gone into depression. We have had children who have had psychological effects. We are saying don't keep quiet. You can get help from the National Cybersecurity Response Team, which is domiciled in CA. You can go report to Childline Kenya, which is a toll-free number. They have 116, which we keep informing the children. And we ask, kindly as you are making our pieces, it is critical for you to tell the world or to tell the consumers or to tell the children if they have issues, where can they report for quick help. We have the Childline Help, we have the Childline Kenya, who are also our partners. We have the Kenya Association of Professional Counselors, we have the Directorate of Children's Services, and we have DCI, Directorate of Criminal Investigation, whom we partner with. Thank you. I have taken so far, I've gone so fast because I've told you that the Child Online Protection Program or sector is a multi-sectorial disciplinary. We cannot do it alone. And when you look at this, or if you've been going through our different categories for the last 3 years, last year and the other year, that is 2024 and 2023, and even this year, 2025, we have a category on AI. Today we are all going to AI, Chat GPT. Assignments, wale wako high school, university, watoto wamekataa kufanya homework, wanakimbia AI. We want to inform the consumers. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? And how can they experience the AI sector? What the safety measures that they can take? And with that, we have a partner who has accompanied us this time. He will take you through. He trains teachers, and therefore we thought, since we are interacting with teachers today, why doesn't he come and take you through and kindly allow you to capture or ask you to capture some of the things that he's going to say, so that when you are preparing your themes on AI, you can bring that on board. And I would like to insist that for Mr. Shitumbi, he insisted on dress code. For us, we don't have a dress code. But what we ask, kindly, when you are doing our pieces, we request you bring out the information clearly that is under CA. We have just realized that sometimes our pieces are intertwined with data protection. Yeah, we realized that during the last drama festivals and even during the music festivals, our themes kind of intertwine. Kindly see how you can specify when it is CA. And with that, thank you so much for listening to me. I invite our partner, Karibu Sana. He will introduce himself. I've done it very fast, but we have a table out there. This time we've decided to come and exhibit so that we give you time. After the sessions, you can visit us there and get to know more about us or more of what we request from you during the presentations. Thank you. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon once more. Okay. My name is Paul Akwabi from Tech Kids Africa. We are partners with CAK, Communication Authority of Kenya, on different activities. and in one major activity which is on AI. And I know when we're talking about AI, we're thinking about so many things. Now, just as I wait for the slides just to start rolling, I am a son of this festival. I would like just to also acknowledge that I'm a son of this festival, and I've seen here Yusuf Dalu, who is my patron at the campus. I have seen my colleague in high school, the one who was he was in Form 1 when I was in Form 3, and he used to sleep with me actually chini tulikuwa naitanga dere ama discuss ama dere na passenger. Yes, so he was my dere, and I took him to go to join drama festival, and he's doing some amazing job. I'm talking about Hudson Munai, who's here. So single-handedly, I took him, join me to do this, and I'm proud what he's doing within the ecosystem. I think all of us can see. So I'm glad to be back on this stage, but in a different way, to inspire and add value to what is going on in terms of also technology. Now, on AI, I'll talk about the content that we have been training teachers across the country. Why am I talking about the content that we're training teachers country? I understand the people who are in this room, the teachers who are in this room, they are script writers. And I would like them to get the right thing whenever they're scripting about AI, and AI especially for learners. Mostly you've known AI on the prompt engineering. And anytime you ask somebody about AI, they take you, already they start thinking that is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just a tool, and this is a tool anyone else can also build. Now, through this content that I would like to share with you, not all of it, right now I'm just giving an overview, but I'll give you a link on how you're able to get this content and understand. Why? We're looking forward when you're staging your play, your item just on stage, for it to be rich enough with content that also will have the peer-to-peer learning between the learners and the ones who will be watching. And I'm talking about building AI models. So in classrooms right now, learners, when it comes to AI, we're talking about them building AI models. We're talking about them building AI models. For us, you and I, we are digital immigrants. That's why we're trying to use or prompt AI to get answers or feedback. But for the upcoming generation of learners in our institutions, then they are the digital natives. They've been born in it. They're coming up understanding the dynamics and how to build that, how to patch it up. And this starts from actually a class level whereby they're doing a lot of classification and understanding how to do that. The reason I'm trying to build this is to be able to understand what AI exactly is and what impact it's able to do when it comes to the content creation. Okay, as I wait for that to just load, I think I'll be following the slides, if you don't mind. Now, before I go to the AI safety, I'd like just talk about how the lessons are planned. This is on what is AI. That's usually the first lesson. There are 6 lessons. And this is just to understand exactly what AI is, what it can do, what it cannot do. And this is on, we need to understand AI works in prediction and not really on accuracy. And these are very important things. Even when some people would like to use AI maybe to do script writing, you need to know there's a lot of limits, and there's even a way of also checking if that what you've come up with also is you've used AI to be able to develop that. Then how computers learn from data. This is an area that has a lot of argument, how computers learn from data, and there's a whole information on understanding how the computers learn from data, so that when we are creative and creating content, how do we strategize for us to be able to also be part of the ecosystem within the entire world of the computer or machine learning. Then there is bias in, bias out. What we used to learn about garbage in, garbage out. AI still works on the same, whereby you cannot come up with anything that is not really part of what is being developed. We're having decision trees, and this is where your learners and yourself are building the small AI models that are able to classify things in different ways. And that is from voice or audio, images, videos, and all that. I know possibly on film, somebody might want to use AI to do some few tricks here and there. But again, this is something that we're trying to give out information so that you are informed enough so that you can know how to also utilize AI to enhance your work and make it also more powerful when it comes to stage work. We have how to solve problems using machine learning models, model cards, and careers. Now, all of us understand there is no career that will not involve technology, and especially the creative scene is going to be a huge dependent of technology itself. Technology right now is mandatory, and where we are going, we might not be having any course called like information technology or computer science, because all these things are intertwined within different careers whenever it comes to industrial application. So we're having additional lessons on also large language models and how they work. If you pass by around, we'll just take you through more about this information. Ecosystem and AI. Why am I talking about this? It's because it's not really hard, but again, this is something that involves also the creative industry to be part and parcel of the industry that is pushing this information. Now, on AI safety, there are only 3 areas that we're looking into, and that is AI and your data. I know you understand. If, for example, I texted Mr. Shitobi that I'm coming, I'll be going to Nairobi, just that without even much information, you'll realize possibly when we start getting into our social media, we'll be able to start getting a lot of information about either flight rates and some advertisement regarding traveling. And this content assists you to understand what are the processes that go all through for these two to be able to work. It assists also us as much as we are doing, we are teachers in classroom and again also teachers at the stage. We are able to inspire and empower our learners so that they're able to understand at this level what they need to also do. Then we are having the most famous one. This is something that we understand our country has been in problems with, and again, when it comes to technology and AI, we all understand it's a flat ground battleground that has been able to experience a lot when it comes to the government and the citizens. But there is need for responsible digital citizenship, which this content comes with. And this is on the media literacy in the age of AI. Some of the do's, the don'ts, and also how all this is being created. Some of the links, I know mostly you've been seeing either Gen Z's creating images that put somebody on a coffin, but now in this, you're able to also see which are those platforms for you to also utilize in some of your work. And especially this is something that can assist you when it comes to on your backdrops and all that, when you're trying to brainstorm on coming up with very creative designs in different ways. So on image and media, this is an area that this content is going to also assist you, apart from just when you go to classroom and try to integrate AI in what you're doing. Then using generative AI also responsibly. So on this area also, it takes you stage by stage on different ways that AI is not used responsibly, as much as right now we think just the prompting aspect is usually the best way to use AI. It gives it a whole scope of also how AI is also involved in accessing of all this data and managing the data. It assists generally on our own personalization, and some of the content that also comes in stage here. This has enough information to show us how can we be able to monetize this content using AI. And apart from all this also, it's able to assist us how we are able to sort out, to do some assessment in some of the creative works that we're doing for us to be able to get better, process things a bit more faster. Now, as I finish this presentation, there is something that right now we're talking about learners using AI, especially at the university level, whenever teachers are giving them assignments, and we are scared why that AI might take away the creativity aspect. Now, I would like to take us back to around 1980s, 1970s, when calculators were being introduced in classrooms. There was a huge demonstration of teachers who were saying that learners might be lazy when it comes to doing mathematics and all that subjects that relate to using a calculator. But again, in one or the other, the calculators got their way into the classroom. And right now you can attest, even some of us that will use calculators, you can even have that calculator and still get a 0 in class. So that is the same thing with AI. So what changes? What is going to change? And I'd like maybe to just give you as an idea, what is going to change with AI being present in our classrooms, in our schools, is the mode of assessment. So our assessments are going to creatively change to be able to accommodate AI so that it's still used as a platform to brainstorm as we are still assessing our learners. And there's a high possibility still learners will be using it, but ending up not passing exams and all that. And again, the assessment is different because we've been having different ways of how assessments are done even in our classroom, and we've been questioning, and that becomes the essence of also how the CBE has come over in how the assessments are done on exceeding expectation and all that. Thank you so much. It has been my great time interacting with you, talking to you about AI. I'm looking forward to interact with you more as we continue having this discussion. Asante sana. Thank you. Asante sana wenzetu kutoka halmashauri ya mawasiliano hapo nchini. Mr. Kwacho, tafadhali. Mr. Kwacho, please.
Thank you very much. We are almost winding up our program today. Before Madam Penelo presents the ceremonies, because she's going to take a very short time today, most of the things she covered under the modern dance. A lot of questions are being asked about the equity sponsorship, and Mr. Ndoro is here just to make a clarification on those genres that you were asking about. So I'll give you about 5 minutes just to make clarification so that from here we are well informed. Ndoro, karibu sana.
Thank you very much. Hello, hamjambo. God is good. Yes, I'll be very, very brief because yesterday when we made a presentation, there was a lot of inquiries that came to us, and therefore we thought it fit to be able to address the issues and also reconsider some of the genres that we had proposed to accommodate what we were saying. But we could not do everything. We only accommodated very, very few concerns that came up. And I want to thank the executive committee because of guiding us appropriately. Thank you very much. So, as we said yesterday, that is the theme of the equity-sponsored genres, the 16 of them, leveraging technology to make banking a lifestyle from a place you go to something that you do. Next. And the genres that we are sponsoring are this. Preschool, we are sponsoring singing game, Lower primary, a choral verse. Primary school, we have 2, the creative dance for regular and the cultural creative dance for SNE. Then junior school, we still retain play, a choral verse and narration. Secondary school, we want a play, a choral verse and advert. Then the teacher training colleges, we have a play. Then we have substituted the narrative with the cultural creative dance. Then technical training institutes, we have an advert and a dramatized choral verse. Universities, we have a play and documentary. I also wanted to mention that there are a number of issues that were raised in terms of the awards that we gave out last year. And some of you wanted to know some of the institutions that won. And I want to invite you to our tent and engage myself, Kamito, Philip, Irene, and our team that is at the tent, so that you can be able to know, for those who have not received the awards, you can be able to know where the award is. As I said yesterday, because of the challenges that we encountered during the county festivals, we were not able to award the trainers at the regional and the national because of the challenges that we encountered. But at the same time, we awarded all the institutions that won at the regional and the national. But this time round, we are going to do it better as guided by the executive committee. Again, we also want to share the content. This particular content, we want to share this content with you so that you can be able to prepare accordingly. And therefore, there's a document that is being circulated. Kindly, our team from Equity, there is a document that is being circulated. Kindly give us your name, give us your email address in that particular document so that we can share all the materials that are relevant for the purposes of developing equity content. In that document as well, there are other issues about equity that may interest you. Kindly also indicate, tell us what you may want and how you want us to serve you, and any other concern that you think is relevant. So kindly fill that form and bring it back to us at the equity tent, tafadhali. Then finally, as I said yesterday, we request that the content that you are going to develop in as far as equity is concerned, we are not saying that we should have content that is sloganeering about equity. We are saying we want content that we can associate with as Equity Bank. Not content that talks about equity, but content that equity can be able to associate with. Because remember, I said our intention is to look at how best can we create an economic enterprise out of our participation in the drama and music festival. And therefore, we are also inviting you to guide us and support us in understanding how can we monetize drama. How can we make sure that your institution is generating income out of drama? How can you as a teacher generate income out of drama? How can the learners earn something out of their talents? Kindly guide us, because we said we have resources that we want to dispense. We have resources that we want to give out to promote the development of an economic enterprise out of the creative and the performing arts. That is what we want to do. So kindly support us on that. If the forms that we are giving out are few, kindly come at the tent. We will take your details and be able to share with you. Otherwise, thank you very much and all the best as you conclude on this training. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Ndoro from Equity Bank. We appreciate the support you're giving us. I want us to round up, because once we break for lunch, we're not coming back here. After lunch, we shall be going to our special interest groups. So before Madam Penina presents, just 3 minutes, we have our partners from ABSA Kisumu branch. Kind of say hi to us, Mr. Ralph Follower. And then we'll do a final presentation, which is in the solo dance. Karibu sana, ABSA Kisumu branch. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. You able to hear me? Thank you very much. We are a team from Absa Bank. I have my colleagues here in your midst. And I'll just, before I even start speaking, I will introduce them. Allow my colleague just to say his name, and then I'll say one or two.
Good afternoon. My name is Joel Wafula. I sit at Absa Bank Kisumu. Thank you for having us here. Asante.
Thank you very much, Joel. We are a team of 5. I know my colleagues are outside there at the tent. You will interact with them at the right time. My name is Kennedy Wall. I support the region in sales as the sales manager. I sit in Kisumu. So today we heard that there is this, we were invited for this event, and being part of this society, that is the teaching fraternity, we said it's good we come and join you during this moment. Drama is all about telling stories. Yeah? And at Absa, we also have a slogan that says, your story matters. So we also want to be part of that story that you will tell. We coming in as your financial partner. We will partner with the entire festival events at different levels. I know from here we are going to regional levels, and we want to make sure that we walk that journey together with you at the regional levels as it culminates to the national events. So at Absa, our core business is just to make sure that we empower the Africans tomorrow together. We empower the Africans tomorrow together. I know by allowing our children to tell the stories, we are empowering them from that very basic level, so that at one point they will use the storytelling technique to create change in our society. And that's why we decided to be part of this, and just to make sure that we support every moment, every step of the story of the drama festival, to make sure that we also empower our children to be part of that society that will create change later on. Apart from that, we have specific products that we run that are also geared towards empowerment. One of them being a mortgage, a green mortgage, very particular, where we are also making sure that even as they tell the story outside there, I know some of the stories are geared towards environmental impact, yeah, and environmental conservation. We are also joining them by giving up a green mortgage where we finance green energy. Instead of installing, instead of using firewood in a house, we finance your mortgage and help you install green energy, the clean energy, that is the solar. Yeah. Apart from that, we also, I know our children will also want to grow to some point where they are able to manage their own resources. We have accounts where we can model them where, from the basic financial literacy levels to the extent that they are able to stand on their own and manage their resources. And even as a guardian, you're able to come in and just make sure that you manage their resources at the very basic level before they grow to adults. So at Absa, we welcome you. Let's be part of your story. Even as we tell the story up at the national level, we want to be part of that journey. Yeah? And now we will partner at different levels through the organization, just to make sure that each and every part of this country will be part of a story that has changed the society in one way or another. Otherwise, we want to say thank you very much for giving us the opportunity just to say hello to you. We are going to interact more. We have a tent there. In case of anything, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much, and have a nice afternoon.
Thank you very much for giving a coffee. So let me invite Kwarbani come and chair our final session, the Saga dance. We want to dance. Karibu.
Thank you. I know we are getting hungry, and but we've sat for long. So just for 2 seconds, no, 2 minutes. 2 minutes restaurant as Mwaringa likes to say. Can we stand kidogo? Tusimame kidogo. Tafadhali, let's get up. So we are, I have 3 characters in my script. Tunaelewana? Hii script iko na characters watatu. Kuna mtu, mbwa, paka, panya. There are 4 characters, sorry. Mtu, mbwa, paka, panya. Na huyu mtu ni mkulima. So when he goes to the farm, anaenda na all these other characters. So we want to count from 1 to 10. From 1 person to 10 people, and each time wakienda shamba wanaenda na 3 characters. Siri ni moja. When we get to 2, we count backwards to 1. And as we count backwards, you don't breathe in between the counting. This is an exercise you can use to train, to psych up your learners, to train them how to hold their breath when they are on stage. So we go this way. Mtu mmoja kwenda kulima shamba. Mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda kulima shamba. Watu wawili kwenda kulima shamba. Watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda kulima shamba. Watu watatu kwenda kulima shamba. Watu watatu, watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. Unasikia? So you don't breathe in when you are counting downwards. You hold your breath. Let's go now. Tuanze. Mtu mmoja, 3, 2, 1, go. Mtu mmoja kwenda kulima shamba. Mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda kulima shamba. Watu wawili kwenda. Watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. Watu watatu kwenda. Speed up. Watu watatu, watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. Wanne. Faster. Kulima shamba. Watu watano kwenda kulima shamba. Watu watano, watu wanne, watu watatu, watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda kulima. 6, watu 6 kwenda. Watu watatu, watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. 7, watu 7 kwenda. Let's go. Watu 7, watu 6, watu 5, watu 4, watu 3, watu wawili, mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. 8. Let's go. Watu 8, watu 7, watu 6, watu 5, watu 4, watu 3, watu wawili, mtu mmoja na mbwa wake na paka wake na panya. 9. Don't breathe in. Hold your breath. Watu 9, watu 8, watu 6, watu 5, watu 4, watu 3. Tumalize. Watu 10 kwenda. Let's go. Now, watu 10, watu 9, watu 8, watu 7, watu 6, watu 5, watu 4, watu 3, watu wawili, mbwa wake na paka wake na panya wake kwenda. How do you feel? Let's sit down. Let's sit down. So that's an exercise you can use in school just before you start rehearsal. Do it every day in your rehearsal, and you'll never have those cases of them losing their breath or fainting after a 5-minute item.
Thank you. It's unfortunate that the many people have gone. I wish they were here. Wamenda wapi watu wa pesa? Sponsor. Now, I'm sure they'll get word. It is true. And as a trainer, I talk from the point of a trainer, both in music festival and in the drama festival. And I learned this trick from my very good friend, Frederick Shitubi. In the past, I would try to struggle with very difficult things. And we go to, was it Boma Kasarani? When Central Bank was sponsoring certain classes. And Shitubi would make sure that those are the classes he's targeting. And at the end of it all, you leave with a certificate and a trophy that you take back to school. Shitubi's pockets are lined. Know which side of the bread is buttered. So this year, wengine wetu penye tulisikia tu equity iko, hapo ndio tulikuwa. Nani hapendi pesa? Money is everything. Sweet life, soft one. So, I did a spoken word equity, na nikapata kakitu hapo Nyanza, na ikaenda national. In fact, it was a request. National ikapata kitu. We got 100,000 Kenya shillings at St. Francis Girls. Makofi kwetu. Yeah. And true, the student who gave us the money, alipewa check during the AGM. Baba yake alikuja, akachukua hiyo check. And I was also very strategic on who I was inviting for AGM. You don't just invite anybody. There's some people who come and spoil your AGM completely. I made sure Equity Bank was invited. They came with a check. The one for the region and the one for the nationals. And my guest of honor was none other than Director, Field Services and Coordination, because nilikuwa najua East Africa iko karibu and I did not qualify. So I made sure he's the one handing over the check to the student, and the student performs. The man was so carried away. My student alikanyaga East Africa. Makofi kwetu. True story. So be strategic. Life is a dance. I'm on a motive exploration of inner thoughts. And sir, thank you so much. Yesterday I was struggling with that heavy topic of AI and technology. Na sasa tumeambiwa, wengine walikuwa wananifuata penina tuonyeshe. Aya, the gentleman is here, he's ready to teach us. And I hope that the committee will take time and actually just have a session where we are taken through AI. But remember my lesson yesterday. We said that you must declare that you have used 20% of AI. Up to. But we are being encouraged to use it, and there are people ready to train us. And we also said that yesterday, Mr. Pundo said that he's ready to give us those digital backgrounds and backdrops. Again, I was given this heavy topic, emotive exploration of inner thoughts and emotions using the body and dance step, solo dance. We started with the modern dance, and we said that our modern dance should have a maximum of 9. Actually, when we started, it was 7. Then it was increased to 9. But we never said, don't bring 1 or don't bring 2. A good number of us bring 9, the maximum. I look at sometimes the 9 and I wonder, what are all these 9 characters doing? Because sometimes they are not even used. Many times there is only somebody, 1 or 2, who are really very good dancers. The others are just there. Yesterday in our group, somebody was saying, please let us also dance so that we mirror the dancers. What are you mirroring? When you go to a club where people are dancing, or in church, even here, Nyakwadani was engaging us. Do you mirror the other? Do we? Hey, talking to teachers before lunch. Nitajaribu tu. Hey, demo, my beautiful one. Demo kidogo. Mko ready? Come. Look at the picture. Look at that picture. Look at that picture as they are coming. I don't know whether you are seeing freedom. I don't know whether you are seeing freedom. Daktari Norwich, ebu simama na nywele yako. Ebu fungua hiyo nywele kabisa ulegeze. Hiyo ni ya masomo bwana. Fanya tu ile ya kinyumbani vizuri. Forget about the man sitting next to you. He is safe. I want you to release your hair. I don't know who had that beautiful hair. Naona mwingine mrembo huko. Hiyo nywele, hii yangu sitaki kufungua because itaribu nini? Dress code. Meanwhile, tuliambiwa juu ya corruption. I hope my dress is not corrupt. Ona hiyo. I don't know how many of us can do the other one. I want you to look at the hand. Look at it. Can we try? Tumechoka njaa kidogo lakini jaribu tu. Achilia. Leave the stress. Wacha kuweka na stress. Wengine wako na stress, sasa naona stress yako ya pesa, ya bibi, ya pasta. Acha. Suleiman, acha. Legeza kichwa kidogo. Can we stand? Can we stand? Simama tu, tunaenda lunch. I'll not take long today. I want you to lift up those hands. Close your eye. Close. Wacha kuniangalia. Funga macho. Both arms. Juu. Imagine you are in the ocean. Lie on your back. Lie on your back. Or in a swimming pool. Hot afternoon in Kisumu. Wanna swim? Aya. Something is disturbing your mind. Something is disturbing your mind. You are getting worried you are going to drown. I want to see the movement changing. Is it changing? Bado mnalegea tu huko, mtashikwa hata na papa wewe. Aya. Keti. Thank you. Demo. Release of the body. Release of emotions. Let's move to the first
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top.
I think Endelea. Please stand.
I took a trip on a sailing ship, but when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. One day back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is still around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sounds of laughter and the dancing girls sing to and fro. I must be proud my heart is there, though I've been from home to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. I'll be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is still around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Amazing, amazing dancers. They also have beautiful faces. Clap for them. Clip. In today's fast-paced world, our world is very stressful. Managing and expressing feelings and emotions is crucial for one's health and well-being. If you have a lot of emotions pent up, the only way to release that is through dance. Dance frees our emotions. I don't know who has ever gone to a place, whether it's a church, whether it's to a concert, whether it's to an event, and they played music, soulful music, some soft music, and you just felt transported away. Sometimes we sit in those places and we close our eyes. We even dance when we are closing our eyes. Sometimes we close our eyes because we are reflecting on those inner thoughts. They could be sad. They could be happy. But there are those emotions that sometimes you cannot share with somebody. You know, when you see people, sometimes I keep on saying people are really having a lot of things. And sometimes how they dance tell you, what are they thinking? How would we release these emotions in dance? And therefore, in as much as most of our dances are communal, I want to say that the dance is an individual thing first before it becomes communal. It's you. And when you want to enjoy dance, be your dancer. Dance your style. Don't worry about your neighbor. Because sometimes we cope too much. And I think that is the danger that sometimes we have in the group dance. Because in the group dance, we are training people to be, if it is this way, if it's a mistake, you know, you are really coming out. So, in the solo dance that came to our festival 2 years ago, we have seen dances on our stage. And these dances, people tend to just mime what Guire was talking about today. You see students trying to mime everything. They want to mime everything. They want to mime eating. They want to mime, you know, if they are dreaming, you know, they are miming everything. That is not dance. Dance comes out naturally. I don't know why I also feel that maybe we will have to depart a little bit from the solo dance, I mean from the other group dance, and think about the music that carries this solo dance. Now, a dance enables us to express our emotions. Dance provides that platform for those pent-up emotions. Imagine where you have lost a child. Then you go to church. If you are given opportunity to dance and sing, I know maybe tears would be streaming down your face as you dance. I want us to still look at some of the dances I used yesterday to see how these people are expressing various emotions. Because it's almost lunchtime, I don't know so much that I would do. And some of these emotions that we are talking about are joy, sorrow, love, anger, frustrations. I hope you have sound. People are singing Christian songs in his own world. I don't know why you can't finish it. Complete it, nimepewa time. Imeisha? Aya, weka ingine. I don't know what happened to men. What caught the men's legs in that church? So So the dance is a healing process. It's a catharsis of some sort. It makes us to release our emotion. When you choose to dance, you tap into a reservoir of feelings. And dance releases endorphins, which are those things that give us good vibes. So you feel like you are releasing your body. And these things are sometimes so complex that we cannot say them in words. We can use dance for stress relief. Dance enables one to find oneself and to lose oneself. You find yourself and you lose yourself. That's why I say sometimes you dance until hata unajisahau. And you know when those things can possess you and you are gone. Positive music, rhythmic movements involved in dancing stimulate the production of endorphins, and these ones make us promote well-being. We are told when you dance, your purpose is not to get to a certain place on the floor. That's why I'm saying you are not there to compete with anybody unless it is in our festival. It's to enjoy every step. And dance, kila mtu tu akona dance yake. We cannot say, huyo yako ndio yako. So you just dance yours. Some people just dance with their heads. And they are really, some people even dance with their ears. I have seen somebody just in a place, those places I told you I go to, that is only twitching the ear. And they are truly enjoying, or the nose. They are responding to music through the nose. Their nose is moving. I have seen people dancing, especially men who have this. They have breasts. I don't know, their breasts. Chest. Yeah, men. Then they can do those things, especially to attract people when they have them. Dance. Yesterday, any body part that you feel that you can wiggle or jiggle is dance. It is releasing. So dance requires a deep connection between the mind and the body. That's what I'm talking about. When we are training, remember it's a deep connection between the mind and the body. Yesterday when we were training, and we had to change a story for the person who had offered to do for us the solo dance for tomorrow. When we changed the story, I liked the fact that he told me, allow me to sit down and now think about it, connect it. It means it must come from there. We may be telling the child, dance like this, but the child, mtoto hata kuelewa hivyo. Mwambie we fikiria, give them a situation. Maybe you've gone home, you thought you are going to meet your mother has passed away. Give me the emotions that you feel. Give me the emotions when you are completely scared. Wezi wamekuja kwenu, they want to do bad things to your family. So those are the things that we should focus on. Focus on synchronizing the rhythm of the music and the intricacies of the movement. So it's not just rhythm alone or just dancing for dancing's sake. I have seen many people do the ballet thing, the movement, but they don't know what they are doing. They're just moving and falling on the floor and going away. When these two people were presenting the Jamaican farewell, if you are keen, you can almost connect the happiness of the man. Of course, it's done by a man, but when the lady was presenting, you can actually see the movement, that they are a little bit correlated with the song, the lyrics of that song. So don't be fully immersed in movements that you forget to tell us the story. We also use dance for social connection. And there is a saying there, a Japanese proverb, that we are fools, whether we dance or not. So we might as well dance. You are a fool whether you dance or not. So you might as well. You know, some people, wakiona wengine wana dance wanasema, huyo ni mjinga. Ona huyo ni mbaya. Huyo anajua mengi. Na wewe unajua nini? We dance. So we are told here, it has been confirmed. We are fools whether we dance or not. So we might as well dance. Achilia mwili. Go and enjoy yourself. Have fun. So dance. So naturally, dance brings people together, fostering bonds. Whether you are dancing with a partner, as in the group dance, alone, or in front of an audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that in public we are very smart and we are very good. Especially sasa venye tumevalia hata umevaa tag imeandikwa participant. Wengine ni sponsor, wengine ni sister. Let us be natural. Sometimes in the morning you wake up, unaenda kwa mirror. Uko uchuchu tu. Then you start checking whether those parts are still there. So you dance in the mirror and you check kama mtoto ama mama na kuona. How many of us do those dances? In our bedroom, in front of a mirror. Hamfanyi hizo? Kumbe ni mimi peke yangu. Okay, yeah. So the shared of experience in a dance, builds comradeship and mutual support. Yesterday when we were casting for dance, the young lady, the beautiful one, offered to dance. And then our wonderful trainer, this is, just stand so that they know you. I saw Lillian really lifting the people. This man is one of the greatest trainers we have in Kenya, of course with Don. He trains. There is a school I talked about called Ipanja from Western that has carried the modern dance year in, year out. Huyo ndio trainer. Tumpige makofi. And you know, when I told the two of them, ebu come and dance, ebu kuja kidogo mfanye ile yetu kidogo tu ile scene tu moja, come. These people, I wondered whether they had met before. Then I said, hey, I might be a mother-in-law in the making. Hey, bwana wali connect. Ilikuwa tu one touch connection. Hakuna mambo ya kurudia, wengine wanajaribu hakuna. Lakini when they started dancing, they realized each one of them is a good dancer. Now waka connect tu. The way you go to a band, find somebody smoking a cigarette. Anakupatia tu sigara na unachukua tu hata ujui mate yake imetoka wapi na umeweka. Ndio vile. You don't have music. Yeah, but go on. Our music will be there tomorrow. You'll see them. Those things you can't do if you don't trust somebody. Hakuna. That is why yule mzee jana alikuwa anazungusha tu yule msichana tu hivi. Hivi kando yake. Thank you dears. It builds confidence. Sometimes we think we are very poor dancers until we hit the stage. And you hit the stage and you realize everybody is looking at you. And we are, as human beings, we like being looked at, we like being watched, we like being appreciated. And you find that you have really built your confidence. I'm trying to move so that because people are tired. Dance is the versatile and powerful tool for emotional expression, stress relief, and self-management. I have emphasized that. The rhythm, melody guide you to an emotional freedom and self-discovery as you dance the stress away. Stress reliever number 1, dance. Sawa. Si mseme na mimi. Number 1, dance. Wachana na mambo ya kumeza madawa. Kichwa inakuuma kidogo, wewe toka tu hapa hata ukitembea dance tu. Respond to anything. Unapita pale kwa stage unasikia wimbo una dance tu ukitembea. In your mind, dance. Stress itakuwa inatoka tu. The people who have really been hammered in this world, one of them is Penina here. kama ingekuwa si dance, ningekuwa nimeshakufa. Mimi nikisikia tu kidogo, mguu niponye, niko kwenye watu wako happy vibes. Saki wenye wana moon na mournful faces. How to prepare for a solo dance? We are almost coming to the two. A solo dance, like the other group dance, because I really dwelt in that yesterday, must have a story. It is scary to dance alone on stage, and our children are really intimidated. But the 2 years we have had this, we have also seen that we have wonderful children who can really take the stage alone. It has advantages, but we don't want to turn our dances into mime or pantomimes, but we can have a mix of the movements and we also mix it with dance proper. So let us look at what to do. One is the choice of story. I'm still on it. And every other presenter has talked about it. In solo dances, the movement is abstract. It is one person. So we are really talking to the adjudicators. My group members really talked about adjudicators. Jael and team, tusaidieni na adjudicators. Wenye wanafahamu, or we train them. We have a short session to train them about dance. Because good dancers are being killed and people are discouraged. Yesterday, a gentleman was telling me, aliweka group ya 3 in a group dance. And the adjudicator wrote there, where are the other members? Where are they? Nakagongwa huko number 314. I was telling him appeal, but he was saying, how could I appeal? The man amenipatia 45%. You don't know something. Wacha kungangana hapo because unataka pesa. Unatumiza bwana. So dance is usually abstract. That's why when you see the dances we put on stage, wewe utaona hizo nini kina Penina wanafanya tu charity. Wanafanya hivi charity. You really like those ones. Nini wanafanya? Why are they not jumping and doing the other things that others do? So it's abstract. It's crucial to choose the right story. It's crucial to choose the right story because the solo dance does not work with all stories. And therefore we are saying you can easily lose your audience and by extension the adjudicator very quickly because your dance may degenerate into a pantomime. And most of our dances in the festival for the 2 years are actually pantomimes. Because that is what we are used to. Lots of energy, lots of mixing of music that just distorts the story. We want to get the story through the music we have chosen. No. Bire told us we want to follow the movements through the body and through the connection of the emotions. So don't try to add too many specifics or small details to be understood. Not every point has to be mined. Don't add too many. You'll have too many things in it. Since it's a solo performance, avoid stories requiring input from 2 or more. For example, I've given an example there. If you are having a lover's quarrel, then take it from the perspective of the man or the woman. And do your fight, do the frustrations. If you are having 2 lovers, also pick it from that. It's a love, but now give us whether it's a joyful love or it's a sorrowful love. Now, a solo dancer cannot be, for example, have one person fighting against a system. That you are one person on stage, you want to fight all the askaris who are destroying our Kibuye. You want to fight Nyaramba, you want to fight I don't know who. No. Then you'll be mixing up because you'll have so many characters. Yesterday I said that this is like mine. When we have so many characters, Shitubi, with all due respect, it is very difficult to change from this character, go to that character, go to that character. But that is what most of our trainers do. You want to give us so many characters and want to use, costume to change character at every point. It mixes us up. When you are taking the perspective of the child, your story is about a child. Let us have the journey of the child. Any conflict has to be with the self. Hapa. Introspect. The self. What are you feeling about this? What am I feeling about cheating in exam? How will I sort it? But though that is against the system. Because that is a whole system. I don't want to talk about it. I might be sent to Turukana next on transfer. So what are you feeling about it? You are being told about, corruption and those kinds of issues of ethics and integrity. What are you feeling about it? I don't know why the bank, now that the money people are back, I don't know why the bank this time has not sponsored anything on our dance. I've not heard anything on modern dance. Yet we can give you very beautiful modern dancers so that our modern dancers also get money in their pockets. Hata sisi tunapenda pesa. Mimi nasikia tu play cultural dance. Panakuja kwa modern dance ndio watoto wanaelewa. Ile cultural sisi ndio tunapenda na tunawangangania tu gani. Lakini wenye watoto wanaenjoy. And you will find amazing dancers, picking up those things. So, what kind of stories are we likely to have in solo dances? Things to do with self, like confidence. Confidence. I just didn't have that clip, but 2 years ago, I gave you a clip about a girl who had issues of sexuality. If I were a boy, if you can remember it. She's a girl. But she's saying, if she was a boy, sexuality, and that also goes to self-esteem. And you can dance that, because today, that is what our children are struggling with. They don't know how Ajijui, because society is also here with us. Self-esteem, pain, and these are universal themes, just as I said yesterday. Heartbreak, university, high schoolers, college, even the little children have their little heartbreaks. Nani ameniacha si rafiki yangu tena. They have their little heartbreaks. How we present those heartbreaks is what matters. You know how they come home crying and saying, nani anipendi tena hataki kucheza na mimi. That is their level of heartbreak. It is critical that a solo journey is clear enough through a single person. Now, what is it that's going to make your dance interesting? Dynamic shifts. What are these dynamic shifts? Movement. A solo dancer therefore has to use practically everything. Can they express sorrow through the facial? Through the gestures? Are we seeing sorrow? Don, please come. Are we seeing sorrow? Are we seeing happiness? You cannot be singing about happiness and you are so heavy on your face. So this must come out through the solo performers. The solo performer has to keep the story moving through control of these emotions, through the facials. Therefore, when you transition to a new plot point, every few minutes, try to work on those emotional controls. Let's see you, okay, you know how you want to go about it?
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say
for him. Release of emotions, release of the body, connection with the emotions. Unajua mimi nilikuja hapa asubuhi nimekaa nikingoja. It's about lunchtime. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to remove my shoes and be free. Iko sawa? Ama mpaka mtu avae kiatu akifanya presentation ya viatu imenifinya. Nilifikiria nakuja kung'aa. Viatu imenifinya mpaka nasikia kulia huko nikipresent. Roma. Okay. Crafting the movement. Mate, man. My legs are now wanting to dance. They are all over. I'm feeling freedom. Wengine wenu mmeumia. Toa tu kiatu bwana. Beba tu. Toa tu kiatu. Kama unaumia kama Penina. Whatever style you are working with, whether it's mime, dance, or combination of the two, bear this in mind. There are different storytelling techniques to draw on and use. Different storytelling techniques. You can do a flashback. You can do a flash forward. Use any storytelling technique. You can hold suspense and so on. So whether you're using symbolic movements, that is posture corresponding to the dance, or you are using physicality and emotions, your faith, to dance, please combine and make sure it is understood. And this is easily done with music. I know that when we have soft sounds, it's easy to produce a solo dance than the fast beats. That's just my take. But we are experimenting. I'm not prescribing, I'm not prescriptive enough. I'm not saying you must do it. But I know that when we play soft music, it is very easy to tell a story through that. Can we have a story that is full, almost like the one Don did? You could see Don had a problem with a picture on the phone, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. Utarudi nyuma kidogo. Angalia prop. I hope you are able to follow. Please let us be keen with the solo dances so that you are able to pick the story. And if you listen to that song, the song is soft, but there are certain places it picks so that it picks up the emotions of the dancer. It picks so that it picks up the emotions of the dancer. Do a sketch out of the structure. Structure is the model of your dance, which includes when things happen and how to set the tone of how these things are going to happen, the movements and the physicality. Have a rough idea. Okay, so somebody has died. Where is this person from? At what point are they? And because our festival, we want good, happy endings are we going to resolve the issue of pain? How are we going to do it? So how are we moving from step to step? We can also film or record the solo performances and watch it back several times to help with the pacing, so that you know, so that your child is not running over stage. Ensure you sustain both the stylized movement and the story. The story must be there. Let us not lose the story somewhere and the child is just on, or the performer is just on style and showing us those moves. Solo dances are introspect, I had said that. So keep the audience involved and glued as well as the solo dancer. Performance. Bringing the whole performance together involves music. Choose music that will carry your story. Music. Costume. So please go to the thing of costume, the video on costume. Costume. And if we must change costume, let us not have a break.
How old are you?
Just a minute. Let us not have a break on the dance. Let us not have a break so that you are changing costume. You saw how I changed costume very easily through my presentation. Si kutoka huko niende kwa gari nitafute slipper nikuje hapa. Hivyo ndio vile mnatufanyia kwa dance. Yaani mtu angangane na koti, atoe koti. I don't know how you change. Must you have those heavy costumes to change so that you change personality? If you must. Yesterday, Dr. Shitu Binorich asked me, Penina, if you want to change from a female character to a man, wenye kofia si kubeba kofia. Ndio hiyo. Iko wapi? Hiyo. Let's check kofia. Vua kofia. I have always done that film. I can change that character by being a man. Na niliwaambia venye unaiweka, wengine wanaiweka hiyo ni ya shida. Ukiona mtu ameweka kofia hivi, hiyo ni ya shida. Huyo ako broke. Amepagawa kidogo. Huyo ana shida. Na hii kofia bwana unaweza kuigeuza. I'm seeing another beautiful one there. Agola, wake up and do something with that kofia. Show us that unatafuta. Unatafuta. Anatafuta, utamuona umeziba macho. Ako na lengo. Huyu ako na lengo, si ndio? Ako na lengo. Huyu wangu alikuwa amevaa hii ya njaro. Kofia. Sumeiona? Kofia iko wapi? Hiyo ni njaro kidogo, si ndio? I don't know whether it's the modern one or it's the old school, I don't know. Na hii ya Don. Hii ndio ya njaro zaidi. What is in your hair? Yogi is in the head. You can easily change character by a single prop. So let us not have a child struggling. Umemvalisha nguo in the middle of the dance, hiyo nguo imekata kutoka. The child is, you know, the dance, they are also tense. They want to win. You are also tense. So give them props and costume that is very easily, they can easily change into. Lights can be very powerful on how we manage them. And I want you to, most of us, okay, some of us who grew up long time ago, when we were watching wrestling, you'd see how Undertaker would arrive, isn't it? What would happen? Lights would be put off, and then Undertaker is coming. Even as a child in the sitting room, we were just like, that one, anakati kama shetani mwenyewe. He's arriving. Effect of light. You can dim one part with the solo dancer and focus. You can even dim lights. Let's say you are performing in a dark place. You can create that scenic effect with that light to focus, to draw attention to the dancer and to give us the emotional attachment to that. All techniques used, e.g. spinning, kicks, we did that yesterday, floor works, footwork, should all service the story. Ensure you balance technicality and emotion. Let us see that costume. And how easily the girl transforms from one character to another.
Maria Andrea Villegas.
Move.
How old are you?
14.
Move.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen that? Okay. Point made. Give the solo performer a costume that will propel the dance. Whatever story you choose. But most of our solo performances have flowy costume. Easy costume that is fluid enough to carry the fluid movements. So be very careful how you choose. Please let us not have too much change of costume in the solo dance. I also feel bad when I hear adjudicators penalize. Ationa venye ametoa costume akaacha hapo. Ona venye ameacha costume hapo. That girl, the costume was there, it was discarded, she's going on with her dance and she's using part of the stage. But the problem will come when you want to, umetoa socks zako za chokora pale, umeangusha hapo. Umekuja umetoa kofia hapa, umekuja. So all these things are cluttering the stage, and where is your stage therefore? So make sure even these costumes and how you manage them plus your props are handled well. A solo dance is focusing on the body. Even if a prop has to be used, it has to be minimal, easy to handle. An umbrella, a scarf, a picture, a phone, the way Dawn gave us. And finally, because of time, solo dances are dangerous because there is nowhere to hide. Hakuna palipa kujificha, ni wewe na stage. Watu wanakuangalia. So you must choose your dancer properly. Otherwise, your dancer will embarrass you. And you have seen them coming and collapsing on these stages. Amekuja confidence, anaona tu watu, dance imeenda. Now they are just robots on stage. They are suffering for 7 minutes. No joy. They are just miserable. So let your dancer be good. You know, in the group dance, people can hide. But the beauty of the solo dance is that you are there, even hata huyo mtoto akifanya makosa, maybe wewe trainer ndio utajua na naweza kurekebisha haraka. But when they are in the group dance, you see people making mistake. Utaona wengine wanamwangalia and they lose the dance almost immediately. It is also a good way to develop our dancers because we have said dance is earning money. There are many rich Kenyans who are posting their dances on social media and earning money through it. It is freeing. You don't have to stick to the group. It has the freedom to explore your own idea, discover new movements and expressions. It is all about you. Let the child own the dance. Even if wewe ndio umemwambia, lakini let the child own the dance. And as we are still, it's a baby we are nurturing. I hope next year they'll also have somebody else to talk about the solo dance. And I'm begging that you separate the adjudication sheet for the solo dance from the other group dance, because the parameters are completely different. They are very different, Jael, and that is why some of us are lost when we are adjudicating. I have realized it's one and the same thing. Yesterday I also made a mistake. Is Florence in the house? Florence Olo? I was saying about Phoebe. Phoebe adjudicated me in music festival. It is Florence Olo who adjudicated my group dance, modern dance, and I was bold enough to give me best costume and decor with my daras. Don't just stay and say, I'll not perform, my school is poor. Build those children. God has given some of our schools 3,000. Wewe hujajenga hata moja. Na wewe utajijenga vipi? This art of ours has money. When money comes to the pockets of those children, hata wewe pengine itakuangukia. Next time in drama, also think about us. Money people. Nimesikia music mmeseparate vizuri, mmepatia mwalimu yake, shule yake. Unajua saa zingine hiyo pesa ikiingia kwa bank ni ngumu sana kuconvince board chairman. Unataka kutoa. Sasa tupatie tu yetu, unapatia tu penina yake kwa mfuko. Na mtoto pia apewe tu yake vizuri. And then the rest goes to the school to build the drama club. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I've tried my best. All those who feel like dancing, please, the last one. Amka tu. Achilia, si nimesema muachilie. Achilia. Weka.
Let's get up. You people are not dancing. What's wrong? She has done everything within time. Madam Vice Chair, I know you are a dancer. I don't know what's happening. Thank you, Narnyabi. Thank you very much, Narnyabi. First of all, for a very vibrant presentation, and most importantly, for doing it within a very short time. I have not had to write a paper to remind her 10 minutes to go. That is very good. I don't know whether Madam Betty Onyango of from Kisumu County is around. Betty Onyango of St. Peter's Nanga, come and appreciate Nyanyadi in 30 seconds, and then we proceed for lunch. Betty? Meanwhile, Fred, I don't know whether you are still coming on stage. As Betty is coming.
Thank you very much. As Betty comes to appreciate our presenter. After this, we'll have our lunch. Then we go to our special interest groups. And then tomorrow we'll have our tea break at 9:30 a.m. And at exactly 10 we shall have a mini festival here. Now there's an announcement concerning the refunds for those who wanted to reside here. An announcement from Kisumu Girls. Let me invite Job to give you direction on what happens.
The verification process by Kisumu Girls accounts is complete. We just need the telephone numbers and ID numbers so that an approval is given for the refund. So on this list, I will be here during lunch hour. Please just come and write your phone number and ID number. Thank you.
And then there's forms have been given by Equity Bank. Please, after filling them, drop them on the table at the tent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Betty, please come and appreciate Nyanyadi. And Nyanyadi, please don't go far. We want to appreciate you. Then we go for lunch. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Hi. My name is Betty Onyango. I am a teacher at St. Peter's Nyanyadi. Thank you so much. I want us to do a certain club. Nilifunzwa na watoto. Lunch najua iko ready. Tumepata? Aya, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before we say the grace for lunch, I have been given permission to auction Nyarnyabi's shoes. And I'm told mwenye ata succeed kuzinunua ndiye atashinda solo dance nationals next year. First prize 10,000. Okola is buying at 10,000. Going 1, 10,000. Going 2, 10,000. Ati 300 from 10,000. Would you use the auction? Naenda lunch wewe. Alafu kuna mtu amepoteza simu, hata hii tuta auction. Aya, Okola amenunua. Yaani ladies mnaacha gentleman ananini. Okola uko sure hizi zitatosha mama gift? Utaenda kumwambia penye umetoa viatu zishavaliwa zenye zimtoshi, shauri yako. Now may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of our Lord Jesus Christ be with us now and forevermore. Enjoy your lunch, then go for rehearsals and prepare for performance tomorrow. Remember, if you need refund, see job there for your defense. Thank you.
And stream up and kuja hapa